See my license been in motion, I'm a little windy, I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back, got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am, yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming, I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
Niggas died at 65.
Yeah. Hey man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up.
Blazing on the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled high, I ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hot and black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man's zone. And I ain't talking shit, this by definition. If being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say. We the God to the gate, so when they say they fear God, so dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? He $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah, God's children. Give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you with God and Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English potted on our homes. Tribal families turned on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we nothing's turned to something. Reincarnation of ancients, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. Say you wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. And stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who rather side with the master, who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God is never our vernacular.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. Alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me care.
I gotta sleep with one eye open, you been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, you been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with Perky, now that hair run up his veins.
You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, trippin' making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, trippin' making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.
Lost, see, I gloss to each.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. The alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, trippin' making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, trippin' making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with perky, now that hair right numb his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, trippin' making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, trippin' making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.
Lost, see, I gloss to each. Shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the feds, giving names. Who gon' feed my family if they take me out the game? Keep one in the head and one eye open, that ain't change. How me quick to catch a body. When I shoot, he shoot. I know bro shooting right beside me. Them hollow tips go through the wall and then they hit his body.
Peace, peace, and blessings to all the American Aborigines. And shout out to my FBA brothers and sisters in the chat, man. How y'all feeling this great grand rising? You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling? I'm feeling great. I'm feeling lovely. Hopefully y'all feeling good, man. Hey, first things first, I want y'all to drop them fire emojis in the chat. I need y'all to go thumb up the video. And if you're watching this right now, hit the subscribe button real quick. Hurry up and hit that subscribe button right now. So let me take the time out to shout out the brothers and sisters that came to that took the time out to come support the live stream this grand rising. All right. All right, y'all doing great. All right, so y'all notice the Wake and Bake show, man. So y'all know we waking and baking now. It's a little late on the back end. But listen, y'all let me know what y'all smoking on and where y'all at, what city and what state. Hey, let me shout out to Blue Dress, Juan Torres, the Brown Critical Thinker, man, Kevin Gilbert, Anton Williams, DBPA. We got White Falcon 44, Truth Over Everything. Got Determination Over Trust. Shout out to my man, Truth Over Everything. Shout out to everybody, Mound City Mellow, Omega. Who else we got in here? Brandon Rogers, Mr. Brandon Rogers to you guys. Shout out to Ben Yosef. Shout out to Stephanie Burke. Shout out to Darius Matthews. Shout out to Yara Shalal. Shout out to Knots 0407. Miko Butler. Shout out to Miko. Miss Elizabeth Young. Peace and blessings. Scats in the building. Chief Crazy Overstanding in the building. We got 369clothingcompany.com in the building. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hopefully everybody's having a blissful motherfucking grand rising, goddamn. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother Drip Check. You already know what's up. Matthew Simmons in the building. India Goddess. Ryder Prophet. My little bro Sean Yasharal in the building. Craig Lloyd. also in the building. Shout out to you guys in the chat, man. Make sure y'all support the channel. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. Y'all already know how we rocking. So yeah, man. Hey, a lot of pocket watching tethers. A lot of buffer class bullshit going on with the Aborigines trying to undermine us and the FBA brothers and sisters as well. We gotta look at what's going on. Every time we bringing up this conversation about restitution, restoration, or reparation, it's always, why do you need the money? We shouldn't. I wouldn't take the money, but I ain't FBA. We need the land back. How can you manage the land without the proper economic income? See, white people has bestowed to y'all that money is the root of all evil. And y'all really believe that, while the white man stack up all the money. See, you so scared to stack it up because you think it's the root of all evil, but the white man stacks it up. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that bad a bitch? Y'all need to wake up, man. Hey, they even got freestyles from tethers talking about why we shouldn't get the money. Listen, I got a freestyle battle rap. I got an FBA/Aboriginal brother, the freestyle battling a tether. Y'all want to hear the freestyle battle? It's a rap battle. Y'all drop them fire emojis. Y'all want to hear a tether versus a FBA? Y'all drop them fire emojis. We'll get that little jammy jam right. Oh, this is a quick little freestyle battle. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's drop that.
Real revolutionary, let this be a demonstration. Y'all scared of revolution, so y'all pushing reparations. Fuck the oppressors. Now we gotta take the shit back. Cause no amount of money they give you could bring your folks back. Real revolutionary.
You hear what he said? I just want to run that back. Now listen.
Real revolutionary, let this be a demonstration. Y'all scared of revolution, so y'all pushing reparations. Fuck the oppressors. Now we gotta take the shit back. Cause no amount of money they give you could bring your folks back. I'm really trying to open your mind. Just give me time. If you stop trying to judge me, you see we on the same side. We should be in the pyramids or chilling on the beach. But instead, y'all being misled by this lame Tariq. Look, racism and hatred is all he teach. He makes money from y'all, and so his life's complete. But where the real leaders at, willing to fight for this shit? If Fred Hampton was alive, he would be liking this shit. I feel like a young lord who fought with the Black Panthers. And once we stand together, the government gotta answer. They gotta keep us separated. Keep it on the D-Low. I got love for FBA. Sincerely, a Latino.
Now this is a Mexican, a motherfucking Dominican, Puerto Rican, Cuban, or Honduran. Something like that, okay? I don't know quite what he is, but he's a Latino. So listen to the freestyle. Here go the FBA brother now. Bear with him.
Let me address this.
Oh shit, we got Tariq on the freestyle.
Check this out. Listen, I'm gonna take a quick second to address this clown. I come from FBA lineage. I stand 10 toes down. I meant what I meant, and I said what I said. I ain't taking advice from somebody that played. Talking about our reparations claim, you sound lame. It sounds like you just ashamed you got nothing from Spain. Instead of pocket watching us, pocket watch your home. Because when things got rough there, your ass was gone. You pudgy little bastard, go eat you a salad. Sitting over there, looking like a broke DJ Khaled. I got something for you, like I'm your employer. I'm sprinkling truth like you sprinkle Goya. You ran from your homeland and fled with the quickness. Now do me a favor, stay out of FBA business.
Yo. Hey. Yo, keep going.
Government gotta answer.
That nigga fled. Talk that shit, Tariq. Keep going. Yo, they look at what in the background. I'll be hyping that shit up, G. Oh my mama, no, that shit funny as hell. But listen, yo, that nigga said I sprinkle truth like you sprinkle Goya. Nigga, that shit got me over here in tears. Yeah, Hey, but listen though, y'all see the title, man. Politics is a pile of tricks. You understand me? Or a pile of shit, if you will. You feel me? Let's get to the topic at hand. Drop those fire emojis. We got 125 in here. Thumb up the video. Let's get it cracking.
Listen, a lot of stuff we got to talk about tonight. Look, we're talking about how politics is warfare, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard me say this term before. I want to get into it tonight. You've heard me talk about how politics is warfare without bloodshed. Politics is warfare without bloodshed, and warfare is politics with bloodshed. Chairman Mao said this, and our brother Fred Hampton adopted that narrative, and he taught that narrative so that we can understand the political structure. It's very important that we understand that politics is warfare because we as Black people, we let the people in the dominant society run a game on us when it comes to dealing with the political arena. We think politics is up just us showing up somewhere, putting in a ballot. No, politics is something you do every day. Every move you make is a political move, ladies and gentlemen, as a group. The way you move as a group is politics. The way you react to things is based on politics. You got to understand how politics work. And this is why it's important for us to think in terms of political and warfare power. We got to think in terms of gaining power. Black people, we've been taught getting power for ourselves as Black people is a negative thing. We're told that power is evil and conniving, and we got to take the moral high ground and be the moral center for everybody while they get power and wealth and the resources they need. And we're going to be the sacrificial morality class who gets beat up like Jesus. We're going to have to get out of that con job of a mindset that they programmed into us, ladies and gentlemen. That's a mindset that they programmed into us. That's why whenever now we start talking about resources, they keep trying to change the subject. Understand, politics is warfare. All other groups, they look for power. Other groups look for ways to tangibly empower their group. When it comes to us, we are not told to talk about power. We start talking about getting together, equality, diversity, kumbaya. Notice the diversity talk is only promoted when we come around. When it's time for Asians to get some tangibles, you do not hear diversity talk. When it comes to Arabs and Hispanics to get tangible resources, you don't hear diversity talk. You don't hear that. When it comes to all of these other groups, diversity is never on the menu with them. If you look at their websites, if you look at their pamphlets, if you look at their agenda, it is never diversity nor equality. It's all about what are we going to get exclusively? What kind of money, land, grants, resources are we going to get? It is never about diversity. That's a word, that's a trick word that's only levied on us. Ladies and gentlemen, that's warfare. We have to understand what warfare is. Warfare is propaganda.
Warfare is propaganda. Propaganda is a tactic that they use to try to persuade the minds of our people. You see what I'm saying? Propaganda has always been a main tool of deception. And if one don't understand that, then one will never understand truly what the oppressor's tactics and tools is of manipulation. You see what I'm saying? We really got to look at what's going on. No part of politics is really part of our game when we don't have a seat.
It's warfare with the race. So warfare is propaganda to a lot of degrees. Warfare without bloodshed. See, the race soldiers inflict physical warfare on us in the street. They draw blood. And as you see in the political arena, the politicians in the dominant society, they protect these race soldiers through politics while acting like they're looking out for our best interests. They keep dangling us along. They sit here and say, well, we're going to find some accountability for them killing you and your family. We're going to make sure there's some accountability. What we're going to do, we're not going to give them jail time, but what we're going to do, we're going to have a diversity class. We're going to have them go down to the African American Museum and learn about Negroes. We're going to have them take some anger management training. You see, that's warfare because they're protecting these race soldiers. We have to understand politics is warfare. And Black folks, we've been designated as the perpetual casualties of that war. When we saw Kamala Harris and Joe Biden at that State of the Union talking about we're going to refund the police and everybody started applauding loudly, that was warfare against us, ladies and gentlemen. Do y'all understand that? That was warfare against us. Please be clear. When they refund the police and give the police money, who are those police resources going to be used against, ladies and gentlemen? What were they applauding? I just want y'all to think about this. What were they applauding? Who do they need the police to keep them safe from? It's not white people. It's not other groups. Family, we saw what happened with the white people who stormed the Capitol last year. We see the slaps on the wrist they keep getting. In fact, many of those same white people are in DC right now. I'm talking about right this very minute. With that trucker convoy nonsense, I got my people from DC hitting me up now, telling me they were using their trucks trying to block off roads. And now at a military base out there, some suspected white supremacists, I think there's some suspected white supremacists, they done ran up in there with a gun tonight. It's a breaking story in DC right now. And I think, Kamala Harris, security scare. Yeah. So right now, there's a lockdown on the JBA Air Force Base. I think that's an Air Force Base. Yeah, I think that's an Air Force Base. Yeah, Joint Base Andrews. Yeah, right now out there in near DC, Joint Base Andrews. Yes, somebody ran up in there with a gun allegedly. So there's something going on right there, right now. Where are my DC people? Let me look up a story on it real quick. Let me see if I can find something. Hold on. Let me see if I can find something on the. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Joint Base Andrews. Okay. Here we go. Right now, this 41 minutes ago, look at this. All those, and I tweeted earlier about how these truckers, that ain't nothing but a white supremacist proxy group. Let me find that tweet that I did earlier. Let me post that. I'll post that up. I just posted that. I was telling folks, don't be fooled by them damn truckers running around here. All that stuff with them truckers, don't be fooled. These are a bunch of suspected white supremacists, man. These ain't nothing but a bunch of suspected white supremacists. Where's that tweet I said in there? I talked about that. Where's that? Okay, here it is right here. I tweeted this 23 hours ago. Look at this tweet here. All right. All the people pretending that the truckers convoy 2022 is not a proxy for white supremacist groups to organize in large groups publicly. And boy, they were mad when I said that. Look at all the retweets and the responses. Oh, it was a lot of white supremacists jumping in. And I think this is one of the organizers. Hold on. I think, right? Ain't this one of the organizers? Hold on.
Yes. People don't realize that. If you were born of the land, you are indigenous of the land. It's called depopulation of the Caucasian race or the Anglo-Saxon. And that's what the goal is to depopulate the Anglo-Saxon race. Because they are the ones with the strongest bloodlines. They are the ones with the strongest bloodlines.
These folks just be saying anything, dude. How you got the strongest bloodline and you can be wiped out sexually? How that work? But somebody said allegedly this guy is one of the organizers. I think they said he's in jail now. I don't know. This is what people are saying. I don't know. I'm just saying allegedly. Allegedly. I want y'all to notice something else he said. I'll go back to him in a minute, but going back to what's going on out there. Hold on. Okay. This is happening right now. This is kind of breaking. It's still going down right now. Joint Base Andrews put on lockdown as authorities investigate possibly armed man at the gates. This is some kind of commercial right now. I don't know what this is. Someone armed at the gate. So the same night, the same day these white supremacists are running around here in these trucks, clogging up the freeway. Yeah, the Boogaloo convoy. That's what my sister Jade said. Yeah, the same dudes, these are the same people who stormed the Capitol. They're still at it, ladies and gentlemen. These guys got slaps on the wrist, which incentivized more of them to do the same thing. So basically, they done cornered off the freeways. This looked very strategic. They corner the freeways off and jam up the freeways so that backup can't come in real quickly on the ground, and then somebody runs up into the military base with a damn gun. All right, so this looks like them up to their old tricks, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that's where the Air Force flies out. All right, so yeah, this is going on right now. So my point is, when they talk about funding the police, you see the police ain't using all of that military weaponry for these Boogaloo boys and these white supremacists who keep running up into Washington, D.C., doing this little old silly nonsense. You see they're not using all of that police military resource, all of those resources on these guys. They're not using all of that on these guys, but they're running up in black folks' houses, shooting them in their damn sleep and not charging anybody. They're repeatedly running up in our houses when we're in the damn bed, shooting our people in our sleep. Warfare. And the Kamamis and the Bidens and all of these people are down with this warfare. We have to understand that, family. When we step in the political arena, don't let them fool you with the electric slide and all that. They come around us and then it's dancing time. It's all about kumbaya and we have to think in terms of power. Everything has to be about power. Now, right now, we have to take precautions, like I've been telling people. I've been telling people how important it is for us to take precautions. Remember, for a long time, I was telling people, and in my book, Foundational Black American Race Baiter, I talked about the importance of Black folks getting insurance. I talked about that. I talked about the importance of Black people getting insurance. And what's interesting, there's a white dude who did a TikTok video who said the same thing. I want y'all to listen to this real quickly. I want y'all to listen to this. And a lot of folks, when a white person says, oh, damn, that's deep. It ain't deep. We've been saying this. Now listen to this. I don't know if the white man listens to me. I don't know. But listen to this. Hold on.
What would you say? If every black person got life insurance, like $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 policy, like every black person, there would never be another wrongful death by like any cop, any lawmaker, any person of any sort of power that wouldn't get prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Insurance companies hate having to pay. So they have got the best fucking lawyers in the fucking world. There's one thing that you
All right. Now, didn't I tell people that? I told people that. I've been telling y'all that. And in fact, I've been trying to come up with ways so we can organize so that we can have mass insurance policies, assistance for people. I still want to do this. I still want to get with different insurance agencies around the country, different insurance brokers, and just have a movement of getting our brothers and sisters insured. Now, some people say, well, they might try to change the policy, whoop-de-whoop, but look, we need to go ahead and get that popping. That insurance thing, I talked about that. I told you in my book, I talked about that. Because even during slavery, when black folks were enslaved, random white people could not run up and just kill black people who were enslaved. You couldn't do it. Why? Because black people were insured. Many black people were insured during slavery. So that offered a perverse level of protection. And I say perverse because you're still enslaved. You're still enslaved. And I say protection in quotations. Random people just couldn't kill you. They wanted to keep you alive and keep you healthy long enough to make money. All right. And the insurance companies, they didn't want to give any payouts. But I've said this. If a lot of us start getting insured, the insurance companies will start making sure that these race soldiers would be punished in large numbers for harming us if these insurance companies have to pay out, because a lot of the payouts that happen comes from the taxpayers' dollars. If the insurance companies were on the hook, these insurance company lawyers are off the damn chain. So I'm still going to organize something where we get a lot of brothers and sisters, just make a mass movement out of it. Make a mass movement out of it. That's something that we have to do. And I've been so busy with other stuff, but I'm going to make that happen. And you guys can just on your own try to get your insurance, but we need to really, really drill that home. We need to get a whole list of people who they can call locally.
That's the same point I've been putting out on to the Aborigine brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? To insure yourself is to insure yourself. You know what I'm saying? So now it's a double projective. So one damage, you got to also deal with, like he said, the insurance and the family at hand. So, and most of the time, this will be a conglomerate of potential energy going towards one particular people. They wouldn't be able to last too long. Insurance will be having a padlock down on that, but they ain't gonna want to keep paying out.
I want to compile a list in Houston, Atlanta, New York, Chicago, just a whole bunch of lists of black insurance brokers, and there's a bunch of you out there. Shout out to you. And just have the information so that people can contact you and just get busy with it. All right, that's something that we have to do, ladies and gentlemen. But back to what I was saying about how politics is warfare. Out there in Russia right now, speaking of warfare, there was a WNBA player, this sister, Brittany. What's Brittany's last name? Her last name escapes me. What's Brittany's last name? She's a WNBA player. They said she's been locked up out there in Russia for a few weeks. And the charge sounds kind of bogus. They got her on a drug charge, but basically she had like some kind of vape pen that had cannabis oil on it. It was something real minor, but sounds like they're trying to use her as damn near a hostage to a certain degree. All right. Brittany Griner. Okay. Grainier. Okay. Brittany Griner. Grinner. Brittany Grinner. All right. Brittany Grinner.
Yeah, Brittany Grinder.
So yeah, they got her over there. And yeah, look like they're holding her damn near as a political hostage. All right. And look, yeah, for a bait pen. Yeah. So yeah, they said, okay, we got a high profile person over here. And even the Democrats over here, they're kind of flipping that. Oh, they got a queer black person. Oh, so they're trying to play her sexuality up now. All right. Is that the girl who was beating up her girlfriend? Is that the one? Not saying that, her getting hemmed up like that is justified. All right. But is that the one she beat her girlfriend up? Hold on, let me look that up. But yeah, now they're trying to play up her sexuality. See, now what they're going to get some political mileage out of it. Oh, let me see if that's the same girl. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me see. She went to domestic violence counseling. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. I knew that was familiar. Okay. Yeah. Okay. They were beating each other up. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm looking at the story now. It said, Brittany had to go to domestic violence counseling. So, but now, what the white LGBT and they're getting their little Negro flunkies to run around here talking about, oh my God, black woman, a queer black woman in Russian jail. Oh my God. So again, political warfare. They'll use black suffering for their own political advantage. Oh, this is a story now. Brittany Griner pleads guilty, seeks counseling after a domestic violence arrest. Okay. So that's when she got arrested for domestic violence. Okay. Now, I'm just saying that just because I knew the name kind of sounded familiar. I'm not saying that justifies that sister getting hemmed up in Russia. All right. Not saying that justifies her getting hemmed up in Russia. That's very unfortunate. I'm trying to see what they're doing with her right now up there in Russia. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, here's Sheila Jackson Lee talking about, hold on. I'm looking at some of the news stories. Sheila Jackson Lee demands Russia release Brittany Griner now. No right. He was arrested in Russia for alleged possession of cannabis oil. So it looked like Russia is like, okay, look, y'all putting the smack down on us, so we're going to put the smack down on you. All right. Now listen. They're using a lot of propaganda now with this thing. They're using a lot of propaganda. Again, they're about to have a bunch of Ukrainian refugees over here. They're going to be sending them refugees, them racist refugees. And again, the Ukraine is a hotbed for Nazis. So we already there's a bunch of Nazis over there. They're going to send these people over here. And they're already trying to look, this is what they're doing. Let me show you what propaganda works, how propaganda works. This is political warfare because they'll try to play on your emotions. They try to play on black insecurities. Now look at this. Now they know that we kind of feel a certain way about Ukrainian refugees about to come over here, and these are a bunch of Nazis. So they know it's kind of hard for them to get us on board with this. It's kind of hard for the politicians to get us, black people, to co-sign caping for a lot of these Russian refugees, who, not Russian, but Ukrainian refugees who are about to come here, we know that they're a bunch of Nazis. We know that there's a bunch of Nazis, even their military is full of Nazis over there. They got open Nazis over there in the Ukraine. And they're openly practicing anti-black racism right now while they're in the middle of a war. They done put the war on pause and say, hey, wait, there's niggas over here. Whoa, whoa, hold on. I know we got bombs and rockets blowing our buildings up, but wait, who let these niggas in? You understand? They're ignoring the rockets long enough to challenge the black people that's over there. And they're about to send those people over here to us. They're about to send these refugees over here around foundational black Americans. So they got to kind of butter us up now because we see.
Ain't no motherfucking buttering us up, nigga. Only you coons gonna start bucking and getting butter biscuits on your bussy, nigga. No, we standing up. We're not allowing no more foreigners to come pillage and infiltrate and to eat off of the platforms and avenues that we have created. Aborigines, stand up. FBA, stand up. I'm gonna need y'all to drop some fire emojis in the chat. Y'all look quiet. I ain't seen no activity in there. We almost hitting an hour. Drop those fire emojis. Support the channel. Share the live stream. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. This your brother Aboriginal Power.
What's going on? And they're not getting the support they want. The Democrats, they want us to kind of approve this stuff. We ain't improving it. We're not approving it. So this is what they're doing. Look at the propaganda. Look at the propaganda. Check this out. Ukrainian woman weds Chicago fiance ahead of return home. Family, this is propaganda if I've ever seen it. So look at the message. What's the message that's being telegraphed right now, ladies and gentlemen? What's the message that's being telegraphed right now? What's the message? Come on, y'all.
Swirler mentality. Everybody know that. We can see a white man, a white woman with a black man. That's swirlers.
Black men, y'all come on, y'all support this. You might get you a fine white woman out of this.
Right.
She's a fine European white woman over there from the close to the Caucasus Mountains. Come on, black men.
Yeah, you can get you a real Slav. Or you want you a real white. I'm talking about white. Slave white, Slavic white. Eastern European white.
Better support this.
Czechoslovakian.
The white women is choosing. Come on, black man. You better get on board. Don't you want to find A's? Don't you want to find?
Look, and there's a lot of niggas in my chat that's mad as hell that we talk about they bitch ass. Y'all some swirling ass, mayonnaise sleeping. Y'all is not with the cause, man. You're just not wanting your people to progress when you sleeping with the enemy. You're sleeping with the raw chicken, man.
Ukraine.
That ain't nothing but canine must, raw chicken filled and wet dog.
And woman. Come on, bed bucks. We know what you want, niggas. Oh, we know your bed bucks want you a nice, fine Caucasoid woman from the Caucasus Mountains. Come on, y'all support this thing. You can come over here. They desperate. You can get you a mail order bride. There's no reason for them to run this story other than propaganda to be used on us. They want us to feel they're pandering to the coon side of the game. And with this brother right here, they don't say his last name. All right?
Guarantee he is a foreigner.
They don't. Maria and her fiance.
Guarantee he's a foreigner. I guarantee that nigga's a foreigner, good.
David. They don't say his last name. All right? They never say his last name in the story. All right? They don't say his last name. They just use his first name. Check this out. Watch this. He also asked that his last name not be published to avoid endangering Maria's family. That's BS. That's not why his name ain't published. They didn't put his last name in there because he's a damn foreigner.
Right. His name Kumbutu Batista, some shit that ain't from around here.
That's why. And they don't want us to see that, ladies and gentlemen. Because they know, foundational Black Americans, we are checking these people's paperwork. They know this too. They know we're checking everybody's paperwork. So they know David Obadiah, or whoever his last name is, or Yoye, Abimo, or whatever his name is, they know once we see that last name, we're going to be.
Yakking.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, he ain't one of us. Yeah, David Badamonte, or whoever his name is, they know they're going to hide that last name. Y'all know what his last name is. It's David Humnalalabad or whatever. He got a bunch of syllables in that last name.
Yeah, his last name. Ala Walla 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 Wo.
With ending in a vowel. They know that his last name is going to let us know what the real deal is.
His name Ala Walla 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 Wo.
That's why they don't want to show his name. Yeah, no, y'all not going to sell us on this now. Yeah, y'all not going to sell us on this, on David Ochoa. Nah.
Shout out to my nigga Hawk School in the building. Hawk School, what up?
You take David Obu on somewhere. David Obu can get the hell on. All right? David Obu can bounce. Y'all not selling us on this story. But listen, let me tell you something about warfare, though. See, we have to learn as Black people how to use physical warfare to our political advantage. That means when you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, family. We have to learn how to use physical warfare and people bickering among themselves. We have to use that to our advantage. Hit that like button. Now listen, family.
It's very important for you to hit that like button right now. Thumb up that video.
Out here in Los Angeles, let me pull some stories up while I'm talking. Let me pull some stories up. Now listen.
Shout out to everybody in the chat.
We have to learn.
That video.
Where my Los Angelinos? Where my Los Angeles people? All my LA people, raise your hand. Let me talk to my LA people for a second.
You got a lot of LA brothers and sisters in the chat right now. Shout out to my LA people in the chat.
Let me talk to my LA people for a second. Now listen. Los Angeles, a lot of stuff down in South Central Los Angeles. Now they call it South Los Angeles. A lot of my LA people know a lot of the real estate in South Los Angeles, it's owned by a lot of Russian oligarchs. A lot of Russian elites own a lot of real estate in Los Angeles, especially in South Los Angeles. Shout out to my LA people. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Out here in LA, Russians own a lot of stuff out there. A lot of stuff that goes on the underground economy. Russians, Chinese, they control a lot of that because of the ships. Because of the ships, the shipping of the Russian ships, the Chinese ships. So a lot of the guns, they come from Russian and Chinese ships. Choppers and all that stuff come from Russians. Y'all look at the movie Training Day. Remember, the character was in bad with the Russians. Russians, there's a lot of stuff they control on the underground out here. This has been going on for a long time. I remember in the 90s, what my people who was here in the 90s, remember when they were doing all the carjackings? Carjacking was off the chain out here in LA. It was the Russians who owned those chop shops. And what the Russians were doing, the Russian mafia, I want to talk to you crazy. The Russian mafia, what they were doing, if you came in with a car with the keys, you get $3,000, no questions asked. That's why the carjacking was insane. Back in the 90s, early 90s, if you had a certain kind of car, they would put out the word for a certain type of car. So if you brought a brand new car in that you jacked somebody with, and you brought the car in with the keys, took it to one of them chop shops, they cash you out. You get $3,000. That was the going rate for those cars. That's why people were getting popped and jacked. Boom, boom. They were getting jacked heavy out here. Yeah, the whole thing with the Bill Cosby's son, that whole thing, that was some Russian cats behind that. And it's Cosby, yeah. There was some Russian dudes behind that. You understand? But listen, Listen, even today, yeah, those Nissan trucks, yeah. But even today, listen, they still own a lot of stuff out here. Remember when some black folks were trying to get the Crenshaw Mall? There were some black people trying to get the Crenshaw Mall. They went in there with the money and somebody underbid them. It was some Russians. Some Russian oligarchs came in and funded that bid, and they brought in less money. And the person behind that, the Crenshaw Mall, the purchasing of Crenshaw Mall, that's Len Blavatnik. He's a big time billionaire. Leonard Blavatnik. That's his name. So I'm just letting y'all know how the game is out here. Now listen, and I'm not going to say too much because we're still negotiating. Right now, with the museum, because y'all know for a while we've been trying to get the museum. A lot of the property in South LA is owned by Russians. They own it, and they don't let us get in there. We go in there with money, they shut us out. They don't even tell you what the prices are. If you go on some of these commercial real estate sites, they'll say, well, price, you have to inquire with the seller. And they'll tell you anything. You understand? Or they'll just tell you, hey, why don't you put your bid in? All right, here's my bid. Oh, damn, somebody else got it. So they don't even let us get in like that. You understand? This goes on heavy. I'm telling you what I've experienced with some of these folks. These folks don't even let us get in the door, and we got money cash in hand. We got money cash in hand. And not just me, several other people will tell you this. This has happened to them. Going back to our brother Nipsey, I keep saying with Nipsey, it's not a coincidence what happened to our brother like that in broad daylight and what that whole thing was really, really about. They're very serious about locking us out of the real estate in that neighborhood out there. But listen, this week, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of action. We've been getting a lot of action with getting the museum now. So now a lot of properties have popped up. And now we've been chopping up with some folks and we've been negotiating, and people have been very cooperative this past week. All right? This past week, I'm telling you, we got action. As far as the museum now, there's some locations popping up that we're negotiating right now. All right, listen what I'm saying to you. We're in a good space right now because with the museum, because we couldn't get anything on Crenshaw in that area, we started looking in Hollywood and all these other places where I really didn't want to go. But now I'm getting real estate people calling me now, hey, Tariq, we got something available now. So we're getting action right now. And you know why? Right now, because of what's going on in Russia, not only are they putting sanctions on Putin, all of these Russian oligarchs, they're putting sanctions and they're freezing their assets right now. You understand? So bad for them, good for us.
Yep, that means you were able to get in and buy into the economic infrastructure. You can get into the infrastructure. You got to use these white people beefing against white people against our advantage.
Because we ready.
It's called warfare. They've been using it against us.
You see what I'm saying? I want y'all to knock on wood with me here.
Right.
So now, what they're doing to all of these Russian oligarchs that's connected with,
I ain't got no wood, but let me knock on this backwood. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to knock on this backwood real quick.
The Putin, have y'all looked at the news? All over the world, they're freezing people's assets. They're confiscating people's yachts. They are freezing bank accounts, even in Switzerland. They're freezing Russian oligarchs' bank accounts in Switzerland, of all places. So, if they getting your shit in Switzerland, it's going down. All over Europe, in France, all these multi-million-dollar yachts, give me that. They're seizing all of these Russian oligarch stuff right now. Anybody who's friendly with Putin, They're getting their stuff. And what they're doing now, they're liquidating those assets right now. They're getting rid, they got to liquidate, man. Their money is funny right now. So they're liquidating their assets. And I'm right here doing the Birdman hand rub. You feel me? Man, they.
Hey, I'm a real fan. I don't know who the hell these fools is keep calling me while I'm live, G. You feel me?
We're getting some real good cooperation right now, buddy. We're getting some real good cooperation. Knock on wood.
Knock on this backwood.
Y'all better get on this. New York, y'all better get on this. Yeah. Y'all better get on this. As far as real estate, if you in Miami, I know the Russians own a lot of real estate in Miami. They own a lot of real estate in New York. This the time to, if you got some extra dollars laying around, y'all better jump on this. If you feel me, y'all better jump on this. Because I'm telling you, we got good action right now. Black folks, we got action right now. Nigga, they throwing this stuff away. They liquidating them assets so fast. This is CNN yesterday. Hold on. This is CNN yesterday. How fast could you sell this? Russian elites scramble to move, sell assets to get ahead of the international crackdown. Boy, man, y'all better get on this. Man, this thing is real. Like I said, man, we couldn't get no cooperation. Man, this week, I'm telling you, these real estate folks have been so friendly to me. They've been extremely friendly to me. You dig? Yeah, the total experience. Yeah. The place where we wanted, somebody mentioned total experience, that building, the property that we were going to get. Remember, the total experience, that been there for years. Then all of a sudden it burned down. It just mysteriously burned down. It burned down and the property is sitting there. I want to go buy the property. They wouldn't even let me get the damn property. We go in there with cash in hand. A couple of months ago. The building, it was some black folks who were running the place. I don't know if they were leasing it or whatever, but it burned down mysteriously. We tried to get the land and they acting funny style about us getting the land. All right. But now, they cooperating. Yeah. The place where I wanted to get the museum initially, when I did the video, that big land plot, that lot of land, that was a building called the Total Experience. It's like a black, it had a whole bunch of stuff in there. Some black folk, there was a lot of cultural things in there. It'd been there for years. And yeah, man, it just burned down one night. Yeah, it was next to Maverick's flat, right? I thought, yeah. Yeah, so that mysteriously burned down. So we better learn how to utilize certain things to our advantage, ladies and gentlemen. Because right now, they're going to start tagging these Russian oligarchs right now to get at Putin, because Putin is doing all this stuff over there. And, you know, they're giving Putin and his people the business right now. They're giving them the business right now. So y'all better you stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. Yeah. But like I said, knock on wood, we get in action right now. Hopefully we get these things to close and we get some things popping. But it's looking very good right now. I'll say that. There's some things looking very good right now. All right. Yeah, but they're having a clearance sale. Yeah, they're going to cash out as soon as they can and probably put that stuff in cryptocurrency or whatever, but they're cashing out of those assets because they know them assets are about to get snatched up. The government is about to snatch their stuff up. All right? So now we're back in action. We are in a good space right now. I will say that. All right? Now, yeah, that's over in 40s hood. Yeah, that strip really popping. We can turn that into the West Coast Black Wall Street. Now, I really want to get that popping. I really, really want to get that popping. But look, did y'all see the clip of Smokey Robinson? I posted up. Smokey Robinson, he was on, I think, was he on The View? He was on one of these shows. And, some people felt a certain way, and many people agree with what Smokey Robinson said about being called an African American. Let me play this, because I agree with our brother Smokey. Now, Smokey's done some, he said some questionable things, that whole Motown thing with J-Lo and all that stuff. But I think Smokey is spitting real facts right here. Listen to this. This is Smokey Robinson. I
think Chief Holiday played some clips of that. So if y'all ain't get to see it, the actual visual, go check out Supreme Chief Holiday. Go subscribe to that channel. He plays the full video. I'm gonna let y'all hear the audio right now. Let's go.
I think it's The View. I don't know. Fair use, commentary, fair use. So
I'm a person, I resent being called an African American. I really do. Now, I've traveled all over the world, and Africa is one of the few places in the world that I've never been yet. Okay? But I think that when you do that, you're disclaiming all the things, all the contributions that Black people have made to America. You see, I consider myself to be a Black American, and I enjoy being called Black. And Black has been so negativized as a color down throughout history by those who wanted to negativize it. And so it spilled over into the Black community, into the Black people. And even Black people back in the day calling each other Black was a sign for a fight or something like that, because it had been so negativized. Like Black was just so negative. So
yeah, don't call me Black neither, though. You see what I'm saying? But I understand where we're coming from in this social construct. Our brothers and sisters that call ourselves Black only identify with the people here. Nobody else identifies as that particular classification or, descriptive term. I'd rather call myself something else. I don't argue with the brothers and sisters that do, even though I understand it's a time and a place for education on certain wordage or semantics.
You're right there. I am 100% with Smokey right there. I agree. I agree, ladies and gentlemen, and that's not to denigrate anybody, but I agree. We, as foundational Black Americans, we have our own distinct culture, ladies and gentlemen. We have our own distinct culture. We have our own distinct culture as foundational Black Americans, ladies and gentlemen. We do. And the thing is, with us, foundational Black Americans, we've been so humble about our culture because we understand we have so much work to do. So we've been very humble about our culture. We're not really trying to brag because we've created so many things. When I say we're the culture, damn it, we are the culture. That's why when we get the museum, I'm going to have so many foundational Black American inventions in there. That's why if y'all know some more stuff, hit me up. I'm going to have a whole section that's going to take up half the damn museum of just the stuff that foundational Black Americans invented, dude. We've invented so many things. Half the stuff in your household was invented by foundational Black Americans, ladies and gentlemen. The modern toilet, the modern refrigerator, the doorknob. Did y'all know that?
The light bulb.
Doorknobs, that's another thing. I made a post about doorknobs the other day. Doorknobs, right here. The Black man named Osborne Dorsey. He wasn't even a man. He was 16 years old, 1878. Got a patent for the modern doorknob, ladies and gentlemen. When you open a damn door, when you twist the knob, thank a foundational Black American for that. Family, we are the culture. We've created so much stuff. So don't ever, ever, ever let anybody fix their lips to say that foundational Black Americans do not have a damn culture. We are the culture. Damn, everything you use, eat, enjoy is founded and rooted in foundational Black American culture. I even put up a post, and nobody you use, eat, enjoy is founded and rooted in foundational Black American culture. I even put up a post, and nobody could answer this question. We've been too humble. We've been too modest. Washing machines, traffic lights. Come on, man. Potato chips, the modern mac and cheese, laser ice,
the clock, motherfucking the automat. You feel what I'm saying? Electricity. You feel what I'm saying? The cooking pan. Uh 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 the covering that goes on a toaster oven, spark plugs. I can give you a whole list of things. The mathematical formulas that being able to take a rocket out of space. They called the movie Hidden Figures. It was a bunch of Aboriginal women. We can go through vases was created by Aboriginal people, black men. The coffee mug, the cooking pot, the stirring spoon. I can keep going.
Surgery. Man, we've been too humble. So when we start talking about some of our achievements, that's just to let folks know, hey, just because we're humble don't mean that we're going to be walked over now. We're going to have to remind people what the real deal is. All right? Sometimes we got to just step back and remind you who you're damn dealing with. Man, certain liquor and alcohol that people drink. And I put up this post, I said, listen, can anybody name, hold on, where is it? Where's that post? Okay, where's that post? Where's the initial post? Where's the post? Okay, where's the post? Where's the post? Where's the post? Okay, where's the post? Trying to find the original. Okay, here it is right here. The original post was, can anyone name one positive thing about American culture that was not founded, rooted, influenced, or dominated by foundational Black Americans? All right? And nobody can really point to anything. What is American culture? What in American culture that's positive? Because the white supremacists, they create a lot of negative things like injustice, stuff like that. But I'm talking about positive, the things that's enticing about American culture. All of it is rooted, influenced, or dominated by foundational Black Americans. Everything that is supposed to be American.
I don't think you can name nothing. You can't name an invention that has changed society or credited to the advancements of society, which we still use today, that comes from any other motherfucking race that's here acting like a tether, whether it's a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, any other black that's coming around acting like us. Name one of their contributions. You can pick a country, city, island, state. You can't find a motherfucker there. We are the most creative people based off us being creative with our imaginations. And not only that, learning how to use the materials that natural earth got to offer to you to manipulate that and manifest your imagination. Everything that you see here around this planet comes from something on this planet put together by men or women that started in their mind first. So what you're seeing is somebody's mind potentially in manifestation.
American culture. The internet, dude, you better look and see who really, somebody else said that. Check this out. Come on, you better know who really created the modern internet and the functionalities of the internet. Somebody said this guy said internet up. I had to remind him, y'all better Google Emmett McHenry, inventor of the .com. He was the person that made it possible for people to navigate on the damn, what would become the internet. Emmett McHenry. Come on now. Somebody tried to say science and technology. They reminded them of those black women who was working with NASA. They made it possible for space flight, the movie.
That's what I just said, Hidden Figures. I just said that.
Hidden Figures was about them, and it was very funny why they named the movie Hidden Figures. Yeah, look up Mark Dean, Dr. Mark Dean, who created the computer chip that made it possible for you to use modern computers. Mark Dean, another foundational Black American. Come on. Even the telephone. They say that Lewis Latimer assisted Alexander Graham Bell. Many people for years, they've doubted that story. Many people believe that it was Lewis Latimer who actually created the damn phone. And Alexander Graham Bell just got credit for it, which is what they did all the time. Usually, man, if they gave a black person a little bit of credit for something, that means he did more than what they're telling you. Because sometimes if they didn't, usually they'll just take a black person's stuff and just wouldn't give them no credit, just like Jack Daniels did with Uncle Nearest Green. Jack Daniels just took the recipe and just made $1 gazillion off of it and didn't give Nearest Green any credit. The black man who actually created Jack Daniels liquor is a black man who created that. And they're just now kind of giving him recognition. So usually they just take black folks' stuff and didn't recognize them at all. Now, if they give you a little bit of recognition, that means you did all of it.
Facts.
That means you did way more than they're giving you credit for. So I believe that it was Lewis Latimer who probably sat there and created the functionality of what would become the telephone. Just like with Benjamin Banneker, I talked about that not too long ago, how they said that Benjamin Banneker, he designed Washington, D.C. because he looked at a white man's blueprint, and the white man pulled out of the job, but Benjamin Banneker just memorized, and he had a photogenic memory, and he did the designs from memory. That's BS.
Bullshit.
I don't believe that at all. I think he came up with the damn designs himself. Well, that makes more sense. Him coming up with the designs himself than him memorizing. How do you memorize some damn blueprints? Blueprints are hard as hell to just read, let alone memorize. Yeah? Yeah, buffalo wings. Yeah, wasn't the black man up there in Buffalo who created buffalo wings? Yeah, the super soaker. Yeah. Look, we've done it all, man. We've done it all, ladies and gentlemen. So we have a different vibe.
The Nerf football, the chill pit, all this shit was created by melanated people.
We have a different energy. We have a different vibe and we have a different energy, and that's okay. And when we acknowledge our foundational Black American culture, people seem to have a problem with that. Yeah, y'all got to get off that. People got to get off that. Because see, we've been riders. And I showed this video. This was something to juxtapose non-FBA and how.
Hey, man, listen, we got 539 in here. I just want to say real quick before we even go forth, I ain't said nothing in the chat for a little second. I want to say peace and blessings to each and every one of you guys for tapping into this live stream. I want to say peace and blessings. Shout out to all my FBA Aboriginal brothers and sisters. Stand the fuck up. I'm gonna need y'all to go thumb up the video right now. That's very important for you guys to go thumb up the video and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. All right, thumb up the video. Once you thumb up the video, politely drop a fire emoji in the chat. Let me know that y'all went and hit that like button real quick. I appreciate all the support. Let's continue this out.
FBA handle situations. I posted this clip. Let me show y'all this clip real quickly. Where's this clip? This shows how we handle certain situations.
Let's try to get like 600, 700 people in this live stream. In order to do that, I'm going to need each and every one of you guys to go at least share it and make a post on one of your social media outlets of your choice right now. Go at least post it on one right now. Go share the live stream right now. Let's try to get 800 people in here so we can let them know we get on cold, we deep, we dropping this fire. And I would like to hear some feedback from some of you brothers and sisters here in a second. Might even drop the link. Open up the phone lines. Let's go. Let's get 800 people in here.
As opposed to non-FBA people. Now, this was a clip that happened in the Ukraine, I think, actually, where this African brother was over there being humiliated by the white people. And then I show a clip of a black person who's FBA in a similar situation and how they handled it. Now, I think this happened about a year or so ago in the Ukraine. Where brother was over there, African brother, and they.
Now let's listen to this audio.
Made this brother sit up here and they humiliated this brother. Look at this. Hold on.
You know,
Прекратите это делать. Прекратите это делать. Прекратите это делать.
They made that black African eat a banana. That nigga hit him in the head with a banana, tossed him the banana. He said he don't want no problem. The German telling him to eat it, and this nigga start eating that bitch like a baboon. He's literally eating that motherfucker right now like a baboon.
No, that's
now FBA. This is how FBA handles it. Just real to the point. There you go. Just real to the point. Yeah, we're not gonna really go back and forth too long. You know, we keep it real to the point. You know? Yeah. We gonna go real to the point with it. Just going right to the point. And again, I ain't trying to, you know, there's a couple of non-FA folks who got mad. I posted that up. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the dude for sitting up there letting them humiliate him. Huh? Family, it takes a military for them to suppress us. It takes a whole military. They need tanks and rocket launchers. They need to bring out the whole military to suppress us. We ain't about to get punked in no damn grocery store like that. We can neutralize the threat right away.
Beat his motherfucking ass.
And we've always been like that. Family, yeah. Listen.
Beat his motherfucker. Beat the shit out that white man in that grocery store.
A lot of folks like to say, well, yo, niggas were lynched. Yo, niggas were lynched. Let me tell you something. A lot of black folks, you know, they martyred themselves. Let's be very clear. I remember down in Texas, we talked about this in one of the Hidden Colors films. Brothers who were in the military, man.
Shout out to my brothers in LA. I fought with LA hard. Fought with LA hard. Fought with Compton. Fought with the whole, you know what I mean, West Coast. Yeah.
There was a black woman it was a rumor a black woman got roughed up. Them brothers down there in Texas hit the streets and started giving the white supremacists all over that particular town. They started giving them the business. Them brothers went into guerrilla warfare tactics on them white supremacists out there in Texas. There was another situation, man, in New Orleans at the turn of the century. The year 1900, listen, in the year 1900, when there was a bunch of lynchings around the country going on, there were some black folks who said, damn that. There was one situation that happened. A brother martyred himself out there in New Orleans, a brother named Robert Charles. Y'all look up the Robert Charles riot. This was a brother who got tired of seeing black folks lynched. And it was a situation where the police was about to try to get him lynched because they were harassing him and his homie. Robert Charles, this brother was manufacturing his own bullets because that was a thing at the time where they wouldn't let black people buy ammunition. So this brother had a portable furnace that he took with him where he would manufacture his own bullets. Some white race soldiers tried to run up on him with the Jim Crow BS. He blasted them, blasted several more white supremacist race soldier police officers. He shot dozens of white people. They formed a militia. He held up in somebody's house and started picking them off. Dozens of white supremacists. They ended up killing him because they had to get the whole town to come at him. But he's like, if I'm dying, a dozen or two of you are going with me. And that brother had nothing but ammunition. He was just sitting there making bullets, busting, making bullets, busting. They said he killed between 30 and 50 people. They keep moving the numbers around.
Yeah, we need to make sure we honor that nigga. We might need to do a little skit, a little parody cartoon for that nigga. Shout out to him. We need a statue.
Keep moving the numbers around. But it was a lot of white people. He bust down on them. He like, yeah, I'm gonna give you somebody to lynch. You gonna lynch me for a reason. If you lynch me, we all going to heaven. Or I'm gonna see you on your way to hell. Look him up. Robert Charles. Yeah, I'm gonna do some lynching too.
Shout out Robert Charles, man. Shout out to Robert motherfucking Charles. He need a statue.
They don't tell you about him. They just tell you about the black, oh, black people were crying, trying to get justice. No, that brother got him some damn justice on his way out. If I'm gonna die, hell, I might as well take y'all with me. I'm gonna die anyway. You know?
That nigga was making his bullets and picking off white people. Can we give him a statue, please? Who do I need to call to get the statue for that nigga?
That dude went out like a gangster. Look that up. Look that up. Look up Jelly Roll Morton, the famous blues singer. He made a recording talking about that situation. He made a recording talking about it. You know? But FBA dudes are different. FBAs are different, baby. You know? FBAs are different. You know? Speaking of that, did y'all see what's going on over there at Howard University? A lot of folks were talking about that. They had something called the African Takeover at Howard University. They had the African students there start dressing up in this African garb, and I know, and some people kind of felt a certain way about it. Here's this right here. Somebody said, they were like, damn, Howard has lost this way. And some of the African students were like, hey, y'all niggas are hitting. So yeah, they put on a bunch of the African students, put on their African garb. They were dancing around on African Takeover Day. Hold on. I don't want to get a copyright strike, but yeah, they were dancing around in dashikis and kente cloths and doing African dances and stuff. And certain people kind of felt a way about it. This person named Mecca said, well, Howard lost his way. All right. And what people were, people felt a certain way, big mad. And here's the thing. Okay. Now here's the thing. Why did they use the term African takeover? Okay. Let's look at that. This is the thing. Why use the term African takeover? That's an interesting use of words. And you're at an HBCU. You're at a black school. It's an HBCU. You see, watch it. They said they're the African takeover.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Okay, let's be clear. You're already at a black school, so how do you do an African takeover at a black school? That means you see yourself different from those other students. You see yourself different from those other students. You understand? It's a tether takeover. That's what we mean by tether. There's never a coalition. You see what I'm saying? It's not like, hey, the African Union, we all get, it's never a coalition. This is warfare again. We better understand how warfare works. While we, as Black foundational Black Americans, we're always talking about a coalition. Other people don't look at it as a coalition. They look at it as a takeover. We're around these niggas and we're just waiting to take over. Look at that now. They'll try to clean it up and, oh, it's for everybody. No, if it's an African takeover, it ain't for everybody because you're already at an HBCU. All right? And they say we're divisive, see? But when we start talking about getting stuff for foundational Black Americans, we're divisive. These people over here at schools that were designated for foundational Black Americans. Talking about the damn African takeover. Very interesting choice of words. Now, family, we went to Nigeria or Ghana talking about the FBA takeover. They'll throw rocks at our ass. And you know it. If we went over there to the motherland and start talking about some damn, this is the FBA takeover, they'll throw tree branches at our ass. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. But we got to understand the game. It's real heavy. It's real heavy. How many folks? We got a lot of folks in here. Well, let's get up to 8,000 people. Y'all hit that like button, share this. We almost got 8,000 people in here. We chopping it up tonight. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. I posted, speaking of tethers, I posted one of these old Essence stories. Somebody sent me, and I forgot about it, but I reposted this from Essence. Listen, this right here, where's that story? Right here. This is what I mean by we're different. Now look at this story right here. Hold on. All right. My husband, do y'all remember that? I think I talked about this a few years ago, but let me revamp this. This was in Essence. Intimacy intervention. My husband uses racial slurs during sex. A newlywed whose white husband calls her the N-word during sex feels disgusted, betrayed, and ashamed, and isn't sure how to make it stop. What? You don't know how to, it's called leaving. You make it stop by getting the hell out of there. This is why, family, when we see these killer zaddies out here, when we see all of these killer zaddies and these tether women up here laying up with these killer zaddies and being found missing and all that stuff, they know the signs are always there. The signs are there. The signs are there. But look, listen to the story. Listen to the story, ladies and gentlemen. All right, hold on. Listen to the story. Dear Abiola, my man keeps calling me a nigga bitch during sex. And I hate it. I've been married to him for a year and I'm at my wit's end. My investment banker husband is from white old money family. Is from a white old money family. And I'm the first generation Black American woman whose family is from the island of Jamaica. There it is right there. I've been telling y'all. Now look, this is the killing part. She still found a way to kind of throw some shade at black men in this. Hold on. We met at a reunion for the Ivy League school we both attended, and he proposed in 6 months. We have the picture of perfect fantasy life. He wines and dines me, and we travel and shop the globe. Unlike all the other black men that I've dated in my past, my husband is generous, loyal, committed, and considerate. He courted me, and I never have to pay for anything. He said I could quit my job. He makes me feel like a woman. This funky mammy, and I'm pretty sure she typed this with her crooked wig, she still found a way to throw shade at black men.
That's some bullshit.
This mammy up here getting called all types of derogatory names by this white supremacist who she laid up with, still found a way to shade us. Wow. No, I believe that's a real letter all day. Because I've talked to these mammies and bedwenches, and that's just how they sound. That's 100% real. I believe it's real 100%. Is that's the takeover right there? Is that the takeover? Man, the crooked wig gang is something else. There's a reason why we're designating our group from the cake soap crew. These folks will get us killed out here with that self-loathing, zaddy worshiping nonsense, man. We can't have these folks up under us, skinning and grinning, talking about brother and sister. No, man. Do y'all think we can have that woman around us?
Hell no, they already been around us. That's why we in the motherfucking position you in now.
Man, come on. We can't have that. And that brings me to another story that we've been talking about. Let me get the family to chime in on this one. Let's get some advice on this one. This other sister posted something where she took a shot at black men, and a lot of people had a problem with it. Some people were almost agreeing with this woman. Now listen to this. Look at this story here. Hold on, where is it? Where is it? Now this is an interesting one here. And hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. Now this woman here posted a story. Hold on, where is it? Hold on, come on, I have to go through my stuff. Okay, oh man, I hate when I have to find stuff. All right, hold on. There it is. All right. All right, this woman right here. Now we got to talk. We got to chop up game about this one right here. Now look at this. Everybody has to chime in. She said, "My car is in distress. Four black men walk right past me. Do you know an old white man is the only one that stopped to see if I needed help? Y'all have to do a better job at helping and protecting black women." Now let me before I give my opinion. Now, women, men, who agrees with this? Who agrees with this? Now, ladies, if you agree, press A. If you disagree, press D. A for agree, D for disagree. I want to see who agrees with this, with her narrative, that black men should have stopped to help her out. Come on. Well, yeah, ladies, men, anybody agree with this? All right, I don't see nobody agreeing with this. D, a lot of D's, like disagree. Okay. A lot of disagrees on here. You do not agree. All right. I saw one A in here. Okay, I see a couple of ladies, and I can tell some of y'all are older by your names. Somebody named Thelma and Dolores. I see some old names in here agreeing. You should have did something. The ones who agree, y'all got old names. I see Gertrude, Golden Harris. Okay, I see you, Golden. Some of y'all got them old names, them old church lady names. Okay. Some of the women who agree are older. No, listen. I don't agree with that, dude. Man, look, y'all can't sit here. And I'm not trying to turn this into a battle of the sexes, because black men and women, we're all together. We all have to look out for each other. We do have to look out for each other. I agree, we have to look out for each other. But some of y'all can't be on some I don't need no nigga. Y'all can't put that I don't need no man energy out there, because let me tell you something. We can see on your face when you have that I don't need no man energy. Ladies, we can look at your face and we can feel your energy and tell you got that I'm an independent, I don't need no dude, I don't need this. We can feel that energy, and we give you that energy that you give. You there? We give you and we let you keep that same energy. We can tell when you have that energy. That's probably why, if that happened, the brothers didn't stop, because they could feel that energy. They walked past and they looked at her. Oh, she got a face that makes it seem like she got this. Oh, you got that. And also, some brothers might have been like, well, damn, I don't want to stop and try to help this woman, because sometimes certain women with that kind of vibe, if you try to help them, they be on some, oh, I got a man. I'm not trying to holler at you. Because on her page, she's talking about, there was some other stuff. She was talking about sexual harassment. So again, a lot of brothers have this thing where we're damned if we do, damned if we don't. So we see somebody who may be in distress, may or may not be, we don't know. And if we say something, is this person going to think we're trying to holler? And then all of a sudden, they're tweeting, you okay, sis? This is street harassment? Brother's like, all right, let me just do me. All right, she'll be all right. I'm just telling you what the energy is. And yeah, I don't even think she asked for help. She just assumed that the brother should have stopped to help her. You understand? So y'all can't give out this crazy energy and then expect brothers to come through with the cape. See, that y'all can't do that. You can't do that, and the face is a little strong. Let's be real. Let's keep it an extra buck. Let me keep it a real buck here. Let me keep it a real buck, and I'm not trying to denigrate anybody. Usually, cuter women get help. I hate to say that. I hate to say, man, Tariq, I hate to say that. Because cuter women have a more inviting energy. They have more inviting energy. Cuter women have more inviting energy. They have a problem. Well, you have cars will pile up trying to help a fine sister. If she's cute, I hate to say it. Not even that dudes are trying to help, but the energy is different. Usually cuter women are more inviting. They have the damsel in distress type of energies. People want to help them. Let's keep it a buck here. A cute woman is a damsel in distress. If she needs help, she gives energy. Oh, somebody help me. I'm out here, my titties and my ass is bouncing. Okay, are you okay? Niggas will pull up. Everything all right over there, baby? The car ain't starting? Hold on, let me go, bro. Lift the hood up. I'm gonna pull over. I'm gonna go around the freeway and I'm gonna come on back. Lift the hood up and I'm gonna come on back. I'm gonna park in reverse and I'm gonna put the jumper cables there, baby. Yeah, niggas will help if you look, if you got a certain energy. Niggas will help. Let's stop the bullshit. Niggas will help. But if you sitting there with a screw face, oh, she'll be all right. She got AAA. Come on, y'all got certain vibes y'all have, man. Come on, I hate to go there, y'all. There's certain vibes you have. Come on. There's a certain energy that you give off. When a woman is feminine and when she's fine, that means she's a lot more feminine. And when you're feminine, you have more of a damsel in distress look, and dudes will help you. Niggas will pile up to help you. And not even like they're trying to holler. You know? But the thing is, if you help somebody, here's the thing, you do want to be appreciated for it. You know, some people, they got a look, if you help them, they won't even appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You almost feel that they almost insult you for helping them. So your vibe, man, your vibe is very important. And listen, let's keep it a buck. This woman, just the fact that she's driving around in a ragged ass car that ain't working right, that kind of shows the energy she's giving off. Can I keep it a buck? If you're riding around in a raggedy, independent woman mobile, that means you ain't giving off the right energy generally in life. Ladies, let's look at what you rolling in. If you rolling around in a raggedy, independent woman mobile, that means you ain't got no dude in your life of significance that's helping you out. I don't want to. Ladies, how many of y'all rolling raggedy right now? How many of y'all rolling raggedy right now? And some of y'all are cute and rolling raggedy. You just don't have enough game. Your energy is probably off and you haven't stepped your game up yet and been around some people who can upgrade you. You understand? If you're rolling around in a broke, raggedy, independent woman mobile, that means it's time to step your game up. That means it's time to get a makeover. It's time to soften your look up, soften your vibe up, to feminize yourself a little bit more, to get that independent woman garbage out of your system and learn how to be appealing to a nigga. We got to give some tough love here. Ladies, come on. It's time to step that game up a little bit. Your attitude is very important. And y'all shouldn't be rolling raggedy like this. There's too much money out here, ladies. Y'all running around here talking about you're independent and rolling raggedy. Dudes, too. Y'all here rolling around in your 2002 Nissan Celica, whatever you rolling in, that's not the business. Like, y'all got to step it up. And then get mad at black men. Because what that was, her comment is a proxy. That's really a proxy. How come y'all have to do better with helping and protecting black women? Don't put it on black women. And you see she got a screw face right here. All right? She has a stank look. Loki, she's trying to look cute, and her look is stank. Eh? Now, let's keep it a buck here. Let's keep it a buck. Don't try to black women. I hate when people do that. When you haven't stepped your game up and then you make it some type of cause for black women. Oh, y'all be doing the black women so wrong. No, you haven't been upgraded, man. There's black women that's doing good with the dudes that's around them. Your ass needs to step it up, man. You haven't stepped it up. That's why you rolling around here in that Skylark, in that 87 Skylark. And you haven't stepped your game up, man. You got to get it together. You've been out here playing around, running around, not making yourself appealing to quality dudes out here. Let's keep it above. Y'all sat up here and let these white women in college tell y'all that you're supposed to be independent. You don't need no damn man. And y'all come in the game with raggedy energy. And when the bills pile up, you realize that independent woman thing don't work. We need each other. Black men and black women need each other. You don't need to sit up here raising kids by yourself. You don't need to do that. That doesn't work. We as black people got to stop doing stuff that don't work. We got to do stuff that is productive and constructive. Fact. We can't hustle backwards. Sitting up here trying to raise kids by yourself don't work. Dudes out here having kids and not taking care of your kids, that don't work either. That's another thing. Brothers got to get off that nonsense. But yeah, don't sit up here talking about black men got to do better. No. You got to look better. And your vibe has to be better. You better step that thing up. While y'all, ladies, y'all better start catching early. Y'all better, white women understand that. Sister, see, the thing is, because see, y'all got more shelf life. Because sisters got more shelf life. Sisters still be out here in the club at 50. Yeah, you got sisters out here with OnlyFans, 55 years old with a damn OnlyFans. They look good. But, man, you had a damn hysterectomy and you up here twerking on OnlyFans. Because a lot of folks don't know your age. A lot of women, sisters be old and people don't know their ages. So you still be doing the same stuff you did when you were 21. And you should have cashed out of the game a long time ago. Yeah, the thought stage should have been over. You should have cashed out. You could still be a fine thought at home with your husband. Cash out. You dig? Look at Twitter and TikTok. All these old fine women. A lot of them are still fine. They're still fine. I give them that credit. They're still fine. Popping that ass. Oh, you get smashed. Somebody will smash you, but damn.
That nigga Tariq.
You 55 and twerking on TikTok. Ain't nobody trying to like that now. Because dudes want to have a family. Dudes want to raise kids. You already got 3 grown-ass kids. You got old kids. Yeah, you done raised 3 grown-ass kids. And you got grandkids now. So damn, niggas are like, okay. I'm just giving you the game here. You got to cash in early. You got to, in your 20s, when dudes like, okay, look, we want to start a family. This one is young. We can still have a lot of kids. We can raise our own family. We can do our thing. And I'm not saying this to denigrate the older women. I ain't saying that because there's a lot of older women out here who still got it popping. But I'm talking about the ones who still out here thotting it up. Now, y'all don't understand the shelf life of that. Now, let's keep it above. And like this woman right here, this sounds like a woman who's a little bit older. I don't know how old she is. This is my conjecture. But she's too old to be in a damn independent woman hoopty. Running around here having car trouble and trying to blame all black men and all. No. That's a cop out. Now get your stuff together. Get you a makeover or get AAA and then shut your ass up. That's what you got to do. Well, we got a lot of folks in here. Man.
So I'm about to get ready in this live stream. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I see some people going back and forth with the DNA. I'm gonna give y'all a quick little snippet of what the next live stream is gonna be about. I am gonna give y'all a little snippet on that, so make sure y'all check that out here in just a second. Let's get the
Blog Talk Radio.
Check out the full episode of this on Mentellect Patreon. In the name of Honor, the Supreme, the All-Powerful, one and only true Lord, host, the intellectual Nuben Menkari. This is Mentellect Radio, and tonight we're going to be discussing, examining, and intellectually examining Charles Darwin's Out of Africa theory. The reason why I'm doing this is because in trying to get our people to look beyond Africa, beyond this idea that we popped up on the earth in one place called Africa, right? And that virtually we've been exiled, or our existence in other lands has been, erased because of this idea from Charles Darwin. And you got other people to add on later, but he's the originator of this Out of Africa thing. Because of that, this is why we think that we are African, that we are native Africans, and that we are somehow supposed to be linked to one landmass, while a white man gets to run all over the planet and claim everything. He gets to run all over the planet and claim everything. He could be an Asian, he could be Eurasian, European, he could be American, he gets to be Australian, he gets to be everything. You got to always have African attached to your name. You see, wherever you are, notice wherever they say you are, because when they attach Africa to our names, whether we be in America, whether we be in Asia, whether we be anywhere, they want to attach Africa to all so-called black people's names and want you to think you only came from one place, which is a lie. Huge lie. How can we intellectually examine the Charles Darwin Out of Africa theory? We just did. We just did. And you see that it has nothing to do with us. That's the white man admitting that he's primitive and that he is out of Africa, if anything. That's his admission as to being from a lowly group of creatures and jungle creatures and animalistic. That's his admission. That has nothing to do with us. We didn't come out of no Africa. That's a lie, man. What does this theory state, that all life started in Africa? Well, we're not part of all life here. We have a whole different other life from the human life. We're not part of the human race. We are the almond race. We are a race that came here before the human race was created by the almond race. We were already here on earth before them. We predate them by thousands of years, so we're not part of all life on earth. We are a different state of life. Was Darwin speaking of the entire human race? Yeah, for the entire human race he was speaking, but not for us, because the human race is really a race of animals. That's all a human race is. They're nothing but hybrid animals. That's all humans are hybrid animals created by the almond. So no, we're not part of the human race or life starting here in Africa, because our life didn't start on Earth. So how the hell are we going to talk about we started in Africa? They know damn well they can't trace us back to no Africa. They can't trace us back to nowhere. Even now the way Elijah Muhammad said that we've been here, we go back so far in this because they can't trace us nowhere. Did this theory really include so-called black people? No, it did not. No, it did not. You cannot find no prehistoric looking black people. That's a lie. And these pictures they show you, they making up right now. They cannot show you no kind of archaeological, nothing, a primitive or prehistoric black, but they show you the white people. And if they want to say they come out of Africa, fine. We don't come out of Africa. That's their theory. Is his theory totally wrong? Yes, it is. We are indigenous and native to America. If you want to talk about we came through America. We came through America. We came through Atlantis, or as you want to refer to it, Brooklyn. Y'all don't talk about that history. But anyway, whatever. Nobody cares whether y'all going to talk about it or not. For the
complete broadcast, you're gonna have to go to Mentellect Patreon. Go to Mentellect Patreon for this complete broadcast because it will not, I guarantee, it will not be on YouTube. Subscribe to Mentellect Patreon and join the Mesoamerican community.
So that's just a sample of what we're gonna be getting into tomorrow. So make sure y'all tune in, hit the like button. Appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Drop them fire emojis before we get ready to get out of here. Drop those fire emojis before we get ready to get out of here. Make sure y'all support the channel. Tags at the bottom right of the screen. Share the live stream. Thumb up the video. Leave a comment at the end of the video as well. We out of here. Peace and blessings to all the American Aborigines and the FBA brothers and sisters. We out.
Whatever it takes. Alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling in my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling in my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with perky, now that hair on them is veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling in my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling in my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.
Lost, see, I glossed too, and shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the
Peace and blessings. We out.